بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تمسك بسنته بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, after praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and sending the salutations upon the Messenger alayhi salatu wassalam, and upon his family and his companions, and upon all those who follow upon his guidance into the establishment of the last day, to proceed, ya ikhwan. وسبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. Glory belongs to you, Ya Allah. Verily we have no knowledge except that which you have taught us. And verily you, Ya Allah, you are the all-knower and the all-wise. You are the all-knower and the all-wise. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من علم لا ينفع ومن قلب لا يخشع ومن نفس لا تشبع ومن دعاء لا يسمع. Verily, Allah, we seek refuge with you from knowledge that has no benefit, and from a heart that has no fear, and from a soul that has no satisfaction, no contentment, and from a dua that goes unanswered. From a dua that goes unanswered. So proceed, ya ikhwan. طيب, to proceed يا إخوان, فنواصل معكم في هذا اليوم المبارك عونا من الرحمن الرحيم. So we continue in this blessed and noble night of ours, seeking the aid of our Lord, the most merciful and the most compassionate. مستفيدين متعلمين من فن تعليم اللغة العربية. As we continue to educate ourselves and learn and benefit from the science of the Arabic language. طيب, فلأصحاب الكتب نحن على صفحة 51 أو 51. So for those that have the book, we are on page number 51. Page number 51. طيب, فعندنا الآن بعض الكلمات الجديدة. So now we have a few new words يا إخوان. A few new words. فاذكروا يا إخوان كل كلمة جديدة لنا تكتب 25 مرة. 25 مرة. Remember يا إخوان, in our program here, every word that is new to us, we want to write those words 25 times. وكتابة الكلمات الجديدة يا إخوان ليست الغاية. Remember يا إخوان, writing the words is not our goal. ولكن غايتنا حفظ الكلمات. But our goal is to memorize the vocabulary. So writing the words is just a wasila, it's just a means. والغاية حفظ ومعرفة الكلمات. But our goal should be to learn and to try to understand the vocabulary, inshallah ta'ala. طيب, اكتبوا هذه الكلمات. So write down these words يا إخوان أكرمكم الله. May Allah ta'ala honor each and every one of you. طيب, الكلمة الأولى, the first word يا إخوان, is قدم. طيب, نكبر هذا. Let's make this slightly bigger inshallah. قدم. طيب, قدم is to make something forward or to place something forward. To place something forward. To make something go ahead. To make something be in the front. To place something forward. طيب قدم قدم قدم. طيب أنا أقوله وأنتم تقولونه بعدي. I'll say it and you say it يا إخوان. I'll say it and you say it. قدم 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 قدم. طيب والفرق يا إخوان بين قدم وقدم. Now pay attention here. A difference between قدم and قدم. Two different words. قدم and قدم. Write these two words down يا إخوان. First word is قدم. Second word قدم بدون الشدة. Without the shadda. Without the shadda. So pay attention here. The first verb is قدم. قدم. Second verb is قدم. 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 The قدم is to proceed. Or you can say to approach. قدم. Or you can say to go forward. To go forward. So pay attention there يا إخوان. So we have قدم and قدم.
To go forward.
To go forward. And the first one, you're making something go forward. You're making something go forward. In the first one. In this one, قدم, the person himself or itself is going forward. Alright.
Okay, can you go back to the first definition? I got the word. I didn't get the meat.
To place something forward, to make something go ahead.
Okay, the first one is go forward. طيب.
طيب.
قدم and قديمة.
أحسنت. Without the شدة. قدم and قديمة. طيب. التي بعدها next word فحص. فحص. Next word was or is فحص. 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 To test or to examine. فحص. فحص. To test or to examine. فحص. فحص. To test or to examine. فحص. طيب وكذلك ركب. Another word that we have tonight is ركب. ركب. To embark upon, to get on, or to ride, to get on board, to get on, to ride. ride, or to get on board, to embark upon, to get on, or you could say to ride. طيب فعندنا 4 كلمات. Now we have 4 words. Now we have 4 words. قدم, to place or to put something or someone forward. To place something forward. قدم. Second word, قدم, to proceed or to approach or to go forward. التي بعد, the next word was فحص. فحص, to test or to examine, to scrutinize. No, to test. فحص. التي بعد, next word was ركب, to ride or to get on board, to get on. ركب محمد السيارة. Muhammad got on board or got on or in the car. He rode the car. No. طيب أعطي أنفسنا كلمة خامسة. We'll give it the fifth word يا إخوان, and we'll take the remaining words from the lesson. طيب اكتبوا هذا. Write this word down يا إخوان. نزل. 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 طيب نزل يا إخوان لها عدة معاني. نزل has many meanings. نزل has many meanings. From them, نزل to come down. The opposite of to go up. نزل, to go down, to come down. It can also be to stay. No.
To come down, to stay.
No, meaning to stay or to live. No.
Oh, it can mean leave too?
Not leave, to live. No.
Okay, I'm sorry.
لا بأس. طيب. طيب. We'll give one more إن شاء الله يا إخوان. كلمة هبط. 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 هبط can also mean to come down, but it's more like to land, like an airplane or something, to land, to come down. If the person is on a higher plane, higher level, and then they descend, to descend. هبط.
To come down. That's to come down also.
Yeah, it can also be to come down, to land,
to descend.
to descend. No.
Okay.
طيب. فكل كلمة جديدة يا إخوان تكتب 25 مرة. Remember, every new word is written 25 times. والآن يا إخوان هذا أهم شيء. And right now that's the most important. Learning the new words. هذا أهم شيء. That's the most important thing يا إخوان. حفظ الكلمات. Memorizing the words. معرفة الكلمات. Understanding the words. طيب نبدأ إن شاء الله تعالى بالدرس. نبدأ بالدرس. So now let's start the lesson إن شاء الله. Let's start the lesson إن شاء الله. طيب بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. طيب نقرأ هذه القطرة جملة جملة. So we're going to read this paragraph sentence by sentence. Sentence by sentence. طيب قال بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قدم محمود من تركيا. قدم محمود من تركيا. محمود came from. Mahmoud came from Turkey. Mahmoud came from Turkey. He approached from, he arrived from Turkey. وبعد أن هبطت الطائرة, and after the airplane landed. And after the airplane landed. وبعد أن هبطت الطائرة, and after the airplane landed. No. Remember the kalimatu jadida, the few new words يا إخوان. قدم, to arrive. What did we say? To approach, to go, to come, to go forward.
To go forward, yeah.
And طيب وهنا هبط, the second word here, هبط, to land, to descend, to come down. وبعد أن هبطت الطائرة, and after the airplane came down, or you can say landed. وركب حافلة المطار. طيب, he says he rode the bus of the airport. You have an airport bus. He rode, rakiba means to ride, or you can also say to get on, to embark upon. ركب حافلة المطار. He rode, or he got on, the bus of the airport. طيب اكتبوا هذه الكلمة. Write this word down يا إخوان. حافلة. 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 A bus. Can be a bus, a travel bus, tour bus, general, a bus. A bus. حافلة. حافلة. A bus. A bus. حافلة. A bus. Remember يا إخوان, تعليمنا اللغة العربية عبادة. إذا نخلص تعليمنا لله تعالى. Remember a benefit to encourage all of us, that seeking knowledge of the Arabic language, for example, is worship, if our intentions are correct. وعندما نتعب Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I hear you, Sheikh. تفضل.
Oh, let me put it on mute. I'm sorry.
لا بأس. فعندنا نتعب, وعندنا نريد أن ننام, نذكر هذه الفائدة. So remember, when we get tired, when you get exhausted, as Arabic is gonna make your mind weary. It's gonna wear you out. Remember, when you get tired and sleepy, that seeking knowledge of Arabic is worship. وإضافة إلى هذا أنه من الواجبات. And in addition to that, studying Arabic is obligatory. ما شاء الله. طيب نواصل. Let's continue يا إخوان. طيب حافلة is a bus. A bus. طيب المطار. المطار, another word. المطار is the airport. المطار, the airport. المطار, the airport. airport. المطار. The airport. طيب. So we have a lot of new words يا إخوان. وهذا أهم شيء لنا الآن, and that's the most important thing to us يا إخوان. حفظ الكلمات, معرفة الكلمات, memorizing the vocabulary and understanding the words. لنرتب جملة نحتاج إلى الكلمات. To arrange a sentence we need words. طيب نواصل إن شاء الله. Let's continue. طيب ركب حافلة المطار. He rode the bus of the airport. The airport's bus. A bus specifically for the airport. طيب وحين وصل صالة القدوم. And when he arrived at the hallway of arrival. وحين وصل صالة القدوم. And when he arrived, and when he reached, or you could say arrived, at the hallway of qudum, arrival. There was a hallway for those who are arriving, just as there's a hallway for those who are leaving. طيب اكتب هذه الكلمة. Write this word down يا إخوان. حين. حين. حين is a word ذكرها الله تعالى كثيرا والنبي كثيرا. The word حين is a word that is used a lot by Allah Ta'ala in the Quran. Also by the Messenger عليه الصلاة والسلام in the Sunnah. حين means when. حين means when. It's not the when in which you're asking someone. It's not the when of asking. Not that when. No. It's the when that you're mentioning like in the past tense or in the present tense. حين. When. Not mata. Not that when. Not the when you're not asking someone. It's the حين. When. حين. وأيضا وصل. تعلمنا وصل قبله. We learned وصل before يا إخوان. لا بس نكتبها مرة. We'll write it again إن شاء الله تعالى. وصل. وصل. وصل means to reach or to arrive. To be connected to. Has many meanings. To be connected. To arrive. To reach. وصل. وصل. To arrive. وصل. وعليكم السلام عبد القوي. أكرمكم الله. May Allah honor you. طيب وصل means to be connected, to be joined, to arrive, to reach. طيب. So now we have حين means when, and وصل means to arrive, to reach, to be connected, to join. طيب. قال وحين وصل صالة القدوم, and when he reached the hallway of arrival. نزل من الحافلة. He got down, he descended from the bus. نزل من الحافلة. He got down from the bus. طيب فائدة يا إخوانا benefit. لا توجد في لغة العرب كلمة the. Write this benefit down يا إخوان. There is no word in the Arabic language that means the. This word doesn't exist in the Arab. There's no word in the Arabic language. لا توجد كلمة the في لغة العرب. في لغة العرب. That there's no word in the Arabic language that means the. والعرب يفهمون the من التعريف. But the Arabs, they understand the from the definite article, the alif and the lam. The alif and the lam. It doesn't mean the, but it's understood to be the. Write that down, ya ikhwan. It doesn't mean the, but it's understood. They understand from it, from the definite article, they understand the. افهموا هذا. Understand that, يا إخوان. وصلى الله تعالى أن يعلمنا جميعا. And we ask Allah that He teaches all of us. وأن ييسر لنا تعليم اللغة العربية, and that He makes easy for us learning the Arabic language. طيب فمثال هذا, an example of this يا إخوان, كلمة الحافلة. الحافلة. اكتبوا هذه يا إخوان. Write this word down. الحافلة. الحافلة. The bus. The bus. الحافلة. طيب من أين أخذنا the? Where did we derive the from? The alif wal lam. From the alif and the lam. Pay attention there. From the alif and the lam. It doesn't mean the, there's no the, but it's understood the bus, because it's a definite article, it's a specific, but a definite bus. That's understood from the alif and lam. طيب.
So, okay. So when you put the aleph and the lam on the hat and the aleph, then it's the bus, but it's a definite. So it makes it a definite article.
Makes it definite. Accent. So without alif wal lam, huwa am, is general, is indefinite, nakiratan. So alif wal lam is ma'rifa, is definite. When you see alif wal lam, the word is definite. It means al-ma'rifatu. Al-ma'rifa is definite, or you could say the definite article, as some people say. So alif wal lam means it's something specific. It's not general anymore. It's specific. It's definite. Makes it definite. Definite. Or you can say definite article. Al-ma'rifa means the word is definite. Alif wal lam.
Hold on, let me get that. Okay.
طيب. وحافلة. Now pay attention here. حافلة. بدون ألف واللام. Now we're going to write it without ألف واللام. حافلة. No ألف واللام. حافلة becomes a bus. Now it's general. It's not specific.
You just gave us.
Hey, we just took the alif wal lam away.
Right. You gave us that word.
No. طيب انظروا إلى التنوين. Now look at the تنوين يا إخوان. طيب. في لغة العرب لا توجد كلمة A. In the Arabic language, the word A does not exist. It's not like English, it's a different language. A does not exist. There's no one word for A. In the Arabic language, the word A is not there. It doesn't exist. The Arabs understand A from the tanween. The tanween is usually something general. A bus. Masjidun. A masjid. A general masjid. A general masjid. Al masjidu. The masjid. A specific, a definite masjid. Now you're talking about something specific because of the alif and lam.
Okay, so when you got the alif and lam, then it's the masjid. But when you have a tanween sound from the A, well, there's no A sound, but
The tanween.
there's no A.
But the tanween is understood to be A.
It's understood to be A. Okay, as in A. Okay. With the tanween sound on it, correct?
No.
Could that be from tanween fatha, tanween dhamma, and tanween?
Any tanween, if it's a fatha, kasra, or dhamma, is going to mean A.
To you.
So remember, ya ikhwan, to the Arab, there's no A. It's hafila. It's no A. When you translate it to English, the A is understood. Like that. In English, two different languages. When you come from one language to another language, sometimes a specific word may not be there. But when you translate it, now you're speaking in the language of that particular people, or those particular people. So to them, now it's A. In English, you just don't say bus. You have to add a word to it. It becomes a bus.
Now, let me ask you, when you write it like how you got an A bus without the vowels, how is it understood that you're specifically talking about a bus? Like now, we don't have the vowels, but in the book, we have the vowels. So it's easier to see that.
No, I mean here, the reason I didn't write it this time with the vowels because we just wrote it twice.
Correct.
So we try our best, ya ikhwan. Alhamdulillah, every lesson, every word, every drill exercise, you want to try to get stronger and stronger and stronger. So remember, you don't have to write the vowels if you know the word. The vowels originally are not there. The Arabic language is a vowelless language. The vowels are not there. There are no vowels. The Quran was written with no vowels. The vowels came later on to make it easier on the non-Arab. But the vowels aren't really there. They're understood. The people of the language knew what it was. So at any rate, like this book here, one of the beauties of it is that usually it writes the word with the vowels. Ha, fi, la, tun. And then if it comes again, the author expects us by now, okay, we wrote it 100 times, mashallah. So now we should have an idea of the word. So now the next time it comes, he may write it with no vowels. He may write it hafila tun. Same word, but no vowels. Because now you learned the word already. For example, remember, even while you're developing in your Arabic studies, you don't always have to write the vowels. And in fact, the more you study Arabic, the less you're going to write the vowels. And then sometimes some of the scholars, they write the vowels when there's a chance it can be this or that. So there's no confusion. They may, like say, for example, here you might put a fatha. Just so a person won't think it's a dhamma. Like that. If there's a possibility that this letter can have 2 or 3 letters or vowels, then you may write it. But the more you develop your Arabic, the less you're going to write the vowels. In the beginning, we're writing the vowels. If you notice, we try to write the vowels on everything, especially the first time we write it. But then the next time or the next time, we may not write all the vowels. And it's going to help us in our studies also. Like, for example, as you learn your letters, you may recite your letters before every Arabic class. And then at the end of your class, you might recite them again. As you get stronger and stronger and stronger, you may not review them as often, because now you're making development, tadarruj, in your studies, you know. So the first time you write the word, no problem. You're learning it. Write it with all the vowels. Once you have the word, you should be able to read it because you just learned it. So there's a fatha here because you just learned it. There's a kasra here because you just learned it. And it has a dhamma tanween because it doesn't have an alif wal lam like that. But that will come, inshallah. The more we study, the easier, by Allah's mercy, it will become, inshallah ta'ala. Inshallah ta'ala. No. For example, the word is a new word for today. The word is nazala. Nazala. So the first time you write it, I want you to write it with the vowels. Nazala. You're going to write it like that 25 times. Nazala. All right. At the same time, now, after you learn it, you may see it again with no vowels or one vowel. It may come with the fatha on the lam, same word, because you just learned it. So the author, he expects you to know that has a fatha because you just learned it like that. And I remember one of the mashaykh used to say in Yemen, ya ikhwan, talking about us in the West, that he used to say that, in his opinion, translating every book is not going to benefit you brothers and sisters like that, but it's going to be a crutch. He said, what do you mean, Sheikh? We don't know Arabic. He says, yes, but having everything translated, who's going to study Arabic now? And he would say, just imagine if the Quran was not translated in America. Every Muslim is going to do what? Learn at least how to read the Quran and the words of the Quran. But when someone translates it, now you may say, I don't need to do it now. It's already translated. And that's the point. So it becomes a crutch. And that's why, in my opinion, I try to speak more Arabic in classes or like this or like that to encourage myself, firstly, and the brothers and sisters, secondly, to have that drive to study Arabic. Because if everyone speaks in English, there's no need now. If everyone, all the classes, all the Jumu'ah, all the students, all the imams, everyone is speaking English, and our classes are in English, and our Jumu'ah are in English, then what's the point? Nobody has to learn Arabic no more. And it's become like a crutch, like riding the bike with the training wheels. You're never going to take the training wheels off, for example. I'll make an example. I remember when Sheikh from Egypt, what's the big Sheikh, yeah, Ikhwan from Egypt, Sheikh Hassan came, Hafidullah, to Philly. And he went to different cities, alhamdulillah. And he came back a year or two later. And his wife said to the sisters there, Germantown Masjid. And one of the sisters, may Allah reward, was translating for the Sheikh. She was giving a little reminder to the women there. And then the next time she came, and the girl went to translate again, she said, y'all still need someone to translate now? After 2 years? Like, she was amazed. You haven't studied Arabic yet? She got on the women there, And it doesn't mean you have to be a scholar, ikhwan. It's a misconception. But we have to study something from the Arabic language. And it's like now we're abandoning the Arabic language. We forgot that we need Arabic to understand Quran and Sunnah. طيب نرجع إن شاء الله. تفضل.
You say but hafilun?
Not حافظون. 1 second, guys. Not حافظون, but حافلة.
Hafilatun.
What is that? حافظة. حافلة. With the tat.
Hafilatun.
And no. طيب. So we'll finish this part here, يا إخوان. We have a short class tonight, inshallah. طيب. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال فقابل موظف الجوازات. Then he says فقابل, then he faced موظف الجوازات, the official of the passports, the passport official. طيب اكتبوا هذا يا اخوان. Write this word down. كلمة فا, the word فا, the word فا, the word فا is understood to be then. It can also be so.
Just a fact.
It's the word فا. وهو مثل ثم, is like the word ثم, is like the word ثم. ثم also means then. ثم also means then. ولكن للعرب فرق كبير بينهما. To the Arab, there's a grave difference between the two. In English, there's no difference. Then and then. Then is then. But to the Arab, this one letter is different than ثم. فا هو بدون تراخي. Fa comes without any gaps or any time elapsing. So fa is بدون تراخي. بدون تراخي. Has no time lapse. Like right after, immediately, without saying it. It's understood. بدون تراخي. Without any time lapsing. MashaAllah. So that's fa. So I want you to write down fa. Fa means then, but with no time. It's like immediately after or immediately. And then. And thumma is the opposite. Thumma means some time passed.
Now, how would you write that thumma again, like you wrote it?
Huh? Thumma.
How would you write that thumma again?
With the fa and the meme. Meme.
Oh. Fa.
Thumma. No. So thumma comes, it also means then, but it's the then ma'a tarahi, with time passing. That's the difference. That's all I want you to memorize. They mean the same when you translate the words, and that's why, once again, the meaning is more important than the translation. The translation is not that important. Understanding is way more important. So thumma means then with time passing. Some time passed. Allah knows best how much time, but some time passed. And we'll give us some examples in the next class, inshallah. So now I want you to write these two words. Fa and thumma. Fa and thumma. They mean the same thing, then. But the Arabs understood them differently. One is like right after, with no time, and one some time passed. So when he says, going back to our sentence, inshallah, فَقَابَلَ, then, meaning immediately then, when he got off the bus, it says, نَزَلَ مِنَ الْحَافِلَةِ, he descended from the bus. Fa, then. So immediately after he got off the bus, he met or he faced the official of the passport. Right after. No time passed. He got off the bus, went directly to the passport official. No time passed. He didn't use the bathroom. He didn't pray. 2 raka'ah. That. He got down. He went to the passport official. Right after. Immediately. So I want you to write down fa and thumma. Fa means then, but it has some time passed. No time passed with fa. Thumma, time passed. Allah knows best how much time. That's not your point. A half hour. It could have been a whole day. Could have been an hour. That's not the point. Some time elapsed. That's the point. All right. And then for homework, ya ikhwan, on page number 51, we did the first 3 sentences. I want you to write these sentences, inshallah ta'ala. We did the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences here. I want you to write them out 5 times. It's the first 5 on page 51. Write those sentences out and then write down your new vocabulary, and we'll continue inshallah ta'ala in the next class. وَجَزَاكُمُ khairan. May Allah reward all of you with good. No. طيب, so we'll stop there, إخوان. فَنَصَبْتُ فَمِنَ اللَّهِ وَأَخْطَأْتُ فَمِنْ نَفْسِي. Anything we said that's correct is from Allah, or anything we said is incorrect is from ourselves. وَجَزَاكُمُ خَيْرًا. وَالسَّلَامُ عَلَيْكُمْ وَرَحْمَةُ اللَّهِ وَبَرَكَاتُهُ.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Let me turn my speaker down.